Alright guys, I'm gonna do a quick hive check on this hive. It's a little bit loud because we're fairly close to a highway right now. But these guys were a walk-away split that I did. Make sure the smoker's still going. What I did was I took a colony that was doing really well a few weeks ago, and I took a frame of brood and a bunch of young bees, and I put them into this colony, or this hive. And I was hoping that they would make their own queen, do a walk-away split. They would determine that they didn't have a queen anymore, figure it out, and then they would make their own. A few days ago, I see a lot of earwigs in here, so that's not really a good sign. But I was in here before all the rain and everything that we got, and 2 of the queen cells were taken down. The 2 that were in this box. One had hatched out and you can tell the difference between a hatch out and a kill. The one queen had hatched out and then gone out and found the other queen cell and killed it. So that way she would be the only queen to live in here. And then she went off on her mating flight, and then we got all that rain. So what I'm doing right now is I'm checking to see if she came back. I see a bunch of earwigs, which does not bode very well. But we're gonna see what's going on. The queen cell that hatched out, you can tell the difference because a hatched queen cell at the very end of the cell will be open, where the cap is will be opened. A killed queen cell will be eaten in through the side because the one that hatches first, will go to the other ones and eat through the sides of them and attack and kill the other queen if she's fairly developed. If she's not developed, she will just open up the cell and pull out the bee, or have the mortuary bees, the undertaker bees, pull her out. I don't see any queen on this top board here, my migratory frame, so I'm going to set that down, and I'm going to get into these guys. They actually sit right here. With all the rain that we have too, that doesn't bode very well for the queen coming back mated. Not very many drones would have been in congregation areas while it was raining. And these guys do look like they've slowed down a little bit. I know just about all of the brood that I gave them would be hatched out by now. So I'm really hoping that queen came back mated. Because if not, then this is a dead colony. There's bees in there now, and they're working. But if the queen didn't come back mated, I'm either going to have a laying worker situation on my hands, or these guys are just going to literally work themselves to death. They will keep collecting honey, well, not honey, pollen and nectar, until there's nobody left. It looks like they're refining the edges a little bit along the bottom of the comb that was still on this frame. Looks like they're thinking about starting to draw it out and use it. I see activity. This is my divider frame, and this is the divider frame, so really just on these 2 frames is where I'm seeing the activity, which is expected. I'm just checking this out. I don't expect them to work this down here at the bottom of the frame. It'll attract them to it, but they'll start drawing out from here and start storing in here first before they use this. And it actually, right in through here, looks like they've been taking down some of the wax to either use it in other places in the hive or just get rid of it. Bring that up a little closer for you guys, right up in here. I don't see any eggs, no nectar, no pollen. That's expected for that frame. Alrighty. This is one of my divider frames. I put these in there every couple of frames to help make sure that they draw out their comb straight. That way they don't cross comb too many pieces at one time. The backside, they don't have anything going on. The front side, they're starting to pull out this wax, draw out some wax in this corner here. Bring that up a little closer so you can see it, compared to the side that they're not working on yet. They're thinking about it. I don't see the queen on this frame, and I don't really expect to, even if she did come back mated, because there's really nothing drawn out. There's nothing for her to lay in. I do see that they are packing in nectar in some of the stuff that they are drawing out already. I see some middle-aged bees. Some younger ones, not too many older bees on this frame. And you can tell the difference between an older bee and a younger bee on the workers, because the younger bees will have more fuzziness on their abdomen where their wings connect, right in between their wings, their shoulder blade area. They'll be quite a bit fuzzier than the old bees, because the old bees have, walked around a lot, they've bumped into, they've rubbed some of that fur and that hair off the back of themselves. So I'm also, while I got these guys out, they're being pretty calm. I'm looking for varroa mite. I'm just doing a quick check to see if I see anything obvious. I'm also looking for deformed wing virus, if anything looks real crazy. I thought I saw a mite, but I don't. Not yet. And just because you don't see them with your eyes definitely does not mean that they aren't there. Especially with the mites. They hide all over the place. Something that I did take as a good sign when I opened up the hive, though, that even though I did see some earwigs, I did not see any hive beetles. And that's important right now, because with this hive being as small as they are, if hive beetles got in here and harassed these guys and started getting into some of the brood, I would not expect them to be doing very well at all. Again, on the back side of this frame, not a whole lot going on. On the side facing the comb that they've already built out, they're starting to build out a little bit here. Again, I don't see the queen, and she's not expected to be on this frame, even if she did come back. Did make it back. Looking for mites on this one as well. Just doing a quick check. See quite a few younger bees on this one. See this frame going out a little bit. There's a couple spots on this frame that they've started to try to cross comb it to the frame next to it that they've built out themselves. This spot here, and this one here is where they're trying to bridge the frames and connect them. So I'm just gonna kind of knock that down a little bit, discourage them from continuing that. Not a lot, just push it down. And these guys are good to go back in. Alright. I'm going to use a little bit of smoke on these guys. Not because I think they need it, because they're being super calm, but just as a precaution. Give them a little something to distract them, just in case. Let's see, on this frame, I can't tell if that's a drone. I think that's just a drone cell. Oh, I do see a queen. I did find the queen. She's a real tiny little one. She's gonna be right. Oh, where'd you go? Trying to get her to go on one side or the other so I can show her. Alright, come on. She's right up in here. Right at the tip of my... She's working her way down and around. Right in the middle of the comb there. She's working her way back up. She's not very thick. She's not very wide. She doesn't look very impressive. She's just a tiny little thing. But I've had tiny little queens be some of the best layers before. She's got a real nice dark spot on her tail end. Even with the queen out, these guys are still being pretty calm. I see a lot of nectar being stored on this frame. It looks like there was a third queen cell that I completely missed that she tore down. They do have another queen cup there. But I'm just gonna rip that queen cup open a little bit to discourage them from making another queen. Give this one a little bit of time to lay, try to take over the hive, see what kind of leader she's gonna be. There's a lot of nectar packed in on this side too. A little bit of pollen. And I really hope this queen starts